Welcome back to the ABCs of COVID-19, a CNN and Sesame Street town hall for kids and parents.
Big Bird, this next question is for you.
It's for me.
Yeah, 3-year-old Connor from Atlanta, Georgia, has this question.
Hey, Big Bird, what are you doing during this stay-at-home order?
Hi, Connor. Thank you for your question. I've been reading and drawing pictures in my nest. And I drew a picture of my friend Oscar the Grouch, and I'm going to give it to him when it's okay to have a play date. And I've also had video play dates with my friend Snuffy. It's kind of hard to see a whole Snuffleupagus at a small video chat screen, though. And let's see, what else? I've been doing virtual exercises with Grover. Here's one that we do. It's called the flap. It's just me flapping my wing, really. And it's been a lot of fun, but, sometimes it is hard. And I do feel sad when I remember that I can't go to school and play with my friends. But, my friends have been helping me feel better. Like Dr. Rosemary Trulio. She helps my friends and I learn and get ready for school. Oh, hi, Dr. Rosemary.
That's right. Big Bird's pal, Dr. Rosemary, is here, along with another friend who's with us, Dr. Wajiko Juragi from the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. And it's so great to have both of you with us to help answer some more questions. Dr. Rosemary, we know this is a really tough time for a lot of kids and also for a lot of grown-ups, but it can also be a special time.
That's right. But let's first talk about how these are challenging times for children and families. And Sesame Street has been we have a long history with resources that have helped children around the world cope with difficult times. We have these resources on our website, but we're also working in communities directly with families through our various partnerships. But these are also special times because we're spending a lot more time together as a family. So we do have to balance the positives with also the challenging times.
And Dr. Juragi, I think part of the challenge I have with my own kids, and I'm sure a lot of parents, you want to reassure your kids that everything is going to be okay, that this isn't going to last forever. But at the same time, the kids are starting to get a little impatient about this, right? How do you balance that?
Yeah, well, Dr. Gupta, you're exactly right. I think, as Dr. Trulio just said, and has been said all morning, these are really complicated times, and it's hard to reassure ourselves that everything is going to be okay. But what we must remember in talking to children, particularly very little children, is to give them a sense of hope and reassurance by having them plan for the future.
Oh, there we go. I guess we're getting more questions in. We want to hear more of your questions. Here's 5-year-old Quinn from Bettendorf, Iowa.
Why is everybody sick? And why can I see Grandma and Grandpa?
I don't know about you, Dr. Juragi, but I sort of hear two things in Quinn's question. So I'm sure kids are hearing, grown-ups, they're hearing all of us talk a lot, and then maybe they're hearing some concern about an illness, but they're also, just like a lot of the adults, missing the important people in their lives, the grandparents, the family gatherings, the parties. How do kids process this, and how different is it from what their parents are doing?
Yeah, well, Erica, it's really different. I mean, kids aren't doing their normal routines. They aren't going to school, and they aren't seeing the people that they love. So it's clear that and important that the adults reassure them again and are honest with them about why we're staying inside. And as I heard in the earlier segment from Dr. Lena and Dr. Gupta, for little Quinn, we're staying inside so that everyone isn't sick. And I think that's one of the important factors to talk about with little ones.
Yeah, we're all in this together, so do it for yourself, but also do it for the people that you love. Our friend from Sesame Street is back, Abby Kadabi. She also has some ideas about how to handle your feelings.
Hi, Erica. Hi, everybody. I know we're all having a lot of big feelings right now. We may be sad because, we can't go to school or play with our friends on the playground. Or maybe we're scared because we're afraid that someone we love or in our family might get sick. It's okay to have those big feelings. I get them, my mommy, my daddy, my stepdaddy, and even my brother Rudy get them too. Well, my mommy taught me that when I have big feelings, I can give myself a hug and make myself feel better. Oh, I'll show you. You just put your arms around yourself, and I give myself a nice little squeeze, and I feel all warm and cozy and comforted. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to share this big hug with all of you.
Aw, Abby. Thank you, Abby. And it's such a great idea to give yourself that hug and to find that way to make yourself feel better. And we love that Abby shared that with us. Even a lot of grown-ups I know are having big feelings, as we say. There are some really big changes happening for a lot of families. They may be worried about a family member who's sick. Some grown-ups may not be working at the moment, and so they're concerned about maybe having enough food for their family. And that really impacts everyone in the house, Dr. Rosemary.
It does, and it's okay to have these big feelings, and we need to validate these big feelings and to label them. But more importantly, we need to have strategies for how to manage these feelings and to help us all cope. So Abby talked about the importance of a self-hug. Another strategy is, and I did this last night, I made a glitter jar. And so this glitter jar is a wonderful mindfulness exercise because as we're looking at the glitter, it represents all of the emotions swirling around in our minds and in our bodies. And as we focus on the glitter and as it settles down, we're doing belly breathing. And then when we can see clearly through the jar, we could then talk about how we're feeling, and then we can move on to another activity.
I have to say as well, I don't know how you feel, Doctor, but I find that my kids are slowing down a little bit more. Life can be pretty stressful when everyone's not at home sometimes as well. So I tell them to slow down, to write down their feelings as well, whether they feel angry or scared. It's not always clear exactly how they're feeling, but if they write it down and express themselves that way. And plus, this is a really, it's a time that's tough, but the time that we want to remember as well and be able to share some of these stories with our own, with their own kids and their own grandkids one day also. Our friend Alan from Sesame Street also has a message about this.
Hi everyone, it's Alan from Sesame Street. I hope you are all staying healthy at home with your family and your loved ones. During these difficult times, it is important for all of us to find ways to stay connected and be kind to one another. When bad things like this happen, people often wonder who is responsible, and sometimes they blame or bully other people and treat them unkindly. It's not helpful to blame or bully others. It's important to remember that what we are experiencing is not anyone's fault. We are all in this together, and we can all work together to make things better. Everyone out there, I need your help in showing support and kindness to each other. It doesn't matter what you look like, the color of your skin, the language that you speak, or if you are a person, a monster, a big bird, or a snuffleupagus, all of us need to help and care for each other. Cheer for your essential workers. Check in on your elderly neighbors and spread kindness to everyone you can. And we can spread kindness right now by sharing in a great big virtual hug. Come on, bring it in. All right. Bye-bye.
I'm definitely adopting the virtual hug after this. That's
That
going to be a
makes two
new
of us.
thing. Dr. Juragi, when you hear this and you think about various strategies that are real for kids, things that they can do during times like this, how do you approach those conversations?
Well, so the first thing for parents is that there are a lot of websites that have a lot of information to help. Sesame Street is one of them. And then the Child Psychiatry Academy, the American Association of Child and Adolescent Psychiatrists, also has a whole lot of resources. That's aacap.org. And then 0 to 3 has another whole host of resources. That's 0 to 3, one word.org. But for kids, it's really important, as was just stated, to let them feel their emotions and to reassure them that what they're feeling is okay. We're all stressed and tired and anxious and scared, and all of that is okay, and they can work through some of those things by playing or drawing.
Dr. Rosemary, Dr. Juragi, you are so helpful. We'd like you to come back later in the show, if you can, to answer some more questions.
Sure. Absolutely.
Yes.
Dr. Roseberry mentioned mindfulness just a few moments ago. Well, our buddy Grover has some tips from a friend on staying calm and mindful.
Hello, everybody! It is I, your cute and mindful monster, Grover, here to teach you all about mindfulness. Yes, mindfulness is when you wear a big hat on top of your head like I am doing, and your mind fills it all up. Yes, that is mindfulness. What's that, Sanjay? Hey? Oh, that is not mindfulness. Right, of course. Luckily, like any good expert, I have a backup plan. Expert Grover, will have my expert assistant, Rosita, show you mindfulness. Rosita?
Hola! Today, I wanted to go outside and play with Elmo at the park. But my mommy and my papi said that I can't right now. It made me feel really frustrated. Yeah. Do you ever feel frustrated? Or sad or nervous? Yeah? Well, my mommy showed me a way to calm me down whenever I have big feelings or little feelings. It's called belly breathing. Hey, I can show you how to belly breathe. Okay, everyone, put your hands on your belly like this. Very good. Now take a deep breath in through your nose like this. And slowly breathe out through your mouth like this. It feels good, right? One more time, amigos. Hands on your belly. Slow, deep breath into your nose. And slowly breathe out through your mouth like this. Good job. Do you feel better? I sure do.
I feel better.
I feel better too. I like the breathing. See, this really is for grown-ups too, Sanjay. Even we're learning a lot this morning. Grover and Rosita, thank you for your excellent advice. And parents, you just heard about some of the resources out there. There are more tools and resources available for you at cnn.com/Sesame Street.
And we're going to be right back to talk about screen time and also school at home. And of course, we have more great questions from kids everywhere.
How does it feel when you get the coronavirus?
How can the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, and the Tooth Fairy protect themselves from the coronavirus? Do they have to wear hazmat suits?